Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak and Flying with the Phone. So for today's little topic here, based on what I got to talk about here with Nerf, I gotta say, so far, so good. Aftersought wasn't much at all like this. This certainly isn't going to be related to Nerf's Secret Revealed Aftersought. Because today, I'll be talking about a blaster that I have not already talked about in Aftersought. This is an AccuStrike blaster. More specifically, some people might just call it the AccuTrooper. Some might just call it an Alpha Trooper reskin. I more specifically call this a part of the Alpha Trooper family of blasters, yes, but the reality is, because of the trademark issues that I've addressed constantly throughout the last decade or so in relation to Nerf and also outside of the toy department, this is the Zulu Cavalier CS25. And of course I had this equipped with a 6-dart clip here just for convenience and also for the ease of compactness. Because simply put, whenever I put this up on the wall, the Zulu Cavalier is really bulky, especially if you equip both its integrated stock as well as its 25-dart drum, which is pretty much an exclusive add-on for this blaster itself, because the stock here, which is not actually equipped on at the moment, it's pretty much bearing similar resemblance to that of a Super Soaker Lightning Storm stock, as it is a similar shape, but it's in bright orange that matches up with the orange on this blaster too. And I say that the drum is exclusive because, well, the 25-dart drum that comes with this has its own AccuStrike sort of theme to it, as in the sort of orange, white, as well as dark gray accenting that pretty much complements the AccuStrike series pretty well. But in retrospect, I gotta say that other than some of the unique add-ons that this blaster will come with, and for the somewhat high sticker price that you might find this at in Walmart or other department stores near you, this blaster certainly does, in fact, perform similarly to that of its other Alpha Trooper based blaster brethren. Of course, it all started when the N-Strike series debuted a new blaster known as the Alpha Trooper CS18, which had its own 18-dart drum. It was not a standard 18-drum magazine, which was this long one, but rather a drum. A drum that pretty much kind of looked like... yeah. You may not want to know. But then, of course, the Alpha Trooper family started to grow because of how well the Alpha Trooper blaster itself was good for its versatility, its function, and of course, like some blasters that we have, its usage of slam fire coupled with the already pretty efficient sort of priming handle. And I say it's efficient because, well, just like any of the other Alpha Trooper blasters out there with that Alpha Trooper sort of look to it, this blaster itself has a nice handle that wraps around it, as well as a little guard at the end of it to stop your hand from slipping back. But if there's one other thing that I can already identify here that pretty much sets this apart from its other Alpha Trooper brethren, then, well, it'd be for the fact that it actually has a barrel adapter. Yep, a barrel adapter. That is for sure. So you can actually put a barrel on this blaster. Of course, none of the other ones were pretty much like that. And even if you could try and do something like that, then, well, it'd probably be difficult. But this one changes the entire perspective of how you can look at an Alpha Trooper blaster as a whole. The Zulu Cavalier really does have a lot of unique features, and exclusive add-ons, of course, and its overall functionality is very similar to that of its other family members. And of course, this is the 6-dart clip that I have with it. It's just your standard sort of elite 6-dart clip that goes like that pretty much. I gotta say though that the Zulu Cavalier is probably the best one out of all of them, but when they called this thing the AccuTrooper, I was just oddly surprised at how, at first, there were 3 Alpha Trooper based blasters that we already got. There was the Alpha Trooper, which is an N-Strike blaster, the Tango Renegade, which is basically an elite version of the Alpha Trooper, and it comes with its own 12-dart magazine. Then there's the Elite XD Beta Commander. Yeah. They were all given the name Alpha Trooper, but of course, I changed it up. The first one's just called the Alpha Trooper. No big deal. And it's good enough that way. And the other 3 just have their names changed. That's all that you need to know about what I've done here. That one right there is basically the Zulu Cavalier, the latest that we have so far in the Alpha Trooper family, and I give it a pretty good rating for what it is. The fact that it can hold a lot of darts at a time and also blaze through with its slamfire mode is pretty exhilarating. Plus, the ability for you to put in a stock as well as a barrel, that's even more crazy the way it is. And its usage of a tactical rail on the top is also something worth noting. Well, for now, I feel like that all of this was just better explained in a much more lengthy sort of fashion, but I still do have a lot more to talk about here in terms of how other blasters seem to compare, but let's also not forget, there's a lot of newcomers here that I'm going to be presenting to everyone out here. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.